Hi, it's Tahia here, and so today we are back again with another tutorial. So in this one we will learn how we can construct the business rule file. Okay, so the first one, I want to talk about why we have this file at the first place. So according to IIPA, a business rule is a specific, actionable, testable directive under the control of an organization which supports a business policy. Okay, so when applied in the software engineering, when you create an app, within every feature there are rules to make sure that the feature is behaving correctly. For example, take a look at our previous app. So for example, the password rule here can be the password is case sensitive and must be a character in length, and contain one special character, something along those lines. And so the business rule is extremely important when you work in certain domain knowledge that require kind of like extreme accuracy. For example, trading and healthcare, because it would affect. Now, without further ado, let's jump right to our tutorial. Okay, so now we take a look at the format of the file. So as usual, on the top here we have the project name, created date, effective date, and the version. Next we will look at the table where we put the information of the rule here. First we have the ID. Next is the component. For example, you can say authentication, payment, dashboard. Next we have the name, so it's the name of the rule, and you try not to be too general here. For example, you can say something more specific like the email must be validated inside the page, or the password should contain more than a character, or the payment should be placed successfully before the order can show the successful message. Next we have the description, so you can also elaborate by an example, and you also note the ID of the rule that this rule is related to, and also the reference. For example, you reference this rule from the document of Stripe payment or the question list previously you discussed with your customer. And finally we have some assumption. For example, the assumption could be when you place an order, you have to log in successfully, something like that. Okay, so let's go back to our app and see. Okay, starting off with this one. So we have this one is the splash screen. So the rule for this one is quite simple. Okay, so the component here, because it belongs to the authentication, so you put the authentication here. And for the name, you can put something like the splash screen duration. And for the description, you can say something like splash screen must show less than 3 seconds. So when you open the app and when it's go into the other screen, the splash screen will show less than 3 seconds. Okay, there is no example here. Okay, so next is the carousel. You can say like the number of the image on the carousel, or the carousel rule. Okay, so there must be there must always 3 image. And next we automatically change the image with every 3 seconds, and the user can scroll to switch the image. Okay, so this is the carousel. I think that I will run to the dashboard because I don't want to bore you guys to death with the authentication component. Okay, so I think I will move on with the dashboard component because I don't want to bore you guys to death with the authentication. So let's see here, I put some comments in case I forgot. So the first one you can see on the top of the screen is the delivery address. So you can say things like you can have the rule like the delivery address is the default address associated with the account, or this is the rough location based on the GPS or the internet connection of the mobile. Okay, so here we put the dashboard and we have the delivery address rules. Okay, put a rule. Okay, so it could be this one. That is the first rule. Example, you can say like the example of an address like 8 row okay, something like this. So this is how we show the address. Next, okay, so next we have the hamburger icon here. I mean, this is called the hamburger icon, not I don't refer to the actual hamburger image here. So when you click this one, you can see that it's open this page. So you can have the rule like when you click this page, the menu will appear from the left side of the screen, or you can swipe from left to right to open the menu. Okay, so the name of the rule is open the menu rules. Make it bold here, and then 2 example of how you can open the rules. Okay, next we have, okay, so here we have the category here. The rule can be it is rendered from the endpoint, and also there are 30 item maximum endpoint here. Let's see next. Okay, so next rule regarding the say that this is based on the 5-star scale. Scale, this one is easy. And then here the icon, the add to favorite icon, the rule can be it will be red fill when it is clicked. For example, it is transparent at first with only the outline in black, and when you click add to favorite, it is filled the red color. And here we have the tab bar. So for example, if you are in the dashboard, it will the icon here will light up, and if you are in the cart, this one will be red fill. Okay. Sorry. Highlight the page that you are in. Okay, so the example here, you can say highlight the car when you are making you are checking out your order. Okay, this one look pretty clear. Okay, and also the card should show the number of the item you are having. Item in your car, so the car icon also come with the number of item in your car. Okay, so that is this page. Look pretty comprehensive. We go on to this page. Okay, so for the next screen, you can see that the item selection range should be between the 0 and 10. For example, next here you can see that the description of an item will be expanded when clicking on more. And next, the topping, it is hidden, but you can see the topping here is required, and you can say that the default topping would be the first one. And the final rule, you can say when clicking add to cart, there would be a pop-up if the action is successful. Okay, so here let's say the component here is the item detail page, and you start to list out the rule, number of item selection range, so from 0 to 9 or 10, whatever. When you click on more, it will click on more will display expand. And finally, the topping is required. Topping rules, okay, topping is required. The default one should be default is the first topping. Okay, and here's the successful pop-up if the add to cart is successful. And for description here, you can say the message that come with the pop-up: add to cart successfully and add to cart failed. Okay, failed to add to cart. Try again. Okay, so that is this one. Okay, so next we have the cart screen. You see, so we have some rule. So as refer from as mentioned, so the number of items should be between 1 and 9 of each item, I mean. And when you swipe the item to the left, it would open the edit or delete, and you can have the rule here. For example, if you reduce the number to 0, it will automatically be deleted from the cart. That is the 3rd rule that we want to mention. Page. Okay, first one is the number of each item. Between 0 to 9. Okay, and the reference could be the related rule would be this rule, the top the number of items selection range, as you put it here. And then we have the delete. Okay, an item. There are 2 cases we can delete this one. So you can swipe left and select the red icon, or reduce the numbers of an item to 0 will automatically remove the item. And here you have the proceed to payment. So if we click this button, it will navigate to this screen. So this is the X24 one. Okay, so on the proceed to payment, we navigate to screen. Okay, so it's pretty much done with this page. We go back to this one, to the menu. So some rule related to the menu here, you can have like the when the user hasn't logged in yet, it will show the login button at the email instead. Email show in the menu rule. So if user hasn't logged in, the menu instead show the instead. Okay, for example, you can say that if user, for example here, user clicks on the login, navigate then to the authentication page for them to log in again. And for the authentication, you can put the authentication here. Okay, so this look pretty nice and clear, and I have covered some components here. So this look nice. You have to, next we have to put the ID for it. One. Okay, so now we put the ID. 1, 2. Okay, so it look, yeah, so there's still components that haven't been done yet. Oh wait, I think for this one, to make sure that it's shown correctly, you have to refer to the ID itself. So the number of the selection here, you can put the BR09. Authentication is BR02. Sorry, yeah, related to. Okay, so these look nice, and this is the end of our video. So I hope you learned something new, and you can find the other file in the description below, and I hope to see you again soon. You can hit like, subscribe, support my channel. I really appreciate, and goodbye for now. See you later. Bye.